और जी कैसे हैं?
वेलकम।
स्वागत है।
अच्छा, इट्स ब्यूटीफुल, वेलकम, थैंक यू वेरी मच। मैंने आज 1 साल के बाद सूट पहना ही है। मैं बताने वाला था कि कम से कम इसी के लिए आपका बहुत थैंक्स।
शुभम करोति कल्याणम आरोग्यम धन संपदा शत्रु बुद्धि विनाशाय दीपा ज्योति नमस्ते। We pray to the light of the lamp, the light of the consciousness, the light of divinity, and may this light bestow on us auspiciousness, freedom from disease, abundance in life, and most importantly, may this Thank you very much, dignitary.
अज्ञानता से हमें मुझसे हर शब्द तेरा है, हर गीत तुझसे। हम हैं अकेले, हम हैं अधूरे, तेरी शरण में हमें प्यार दे माँ। हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, तो समझिया हम भी तो जाने विद्या का हमको भी अधिकार दे माँ। हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार।
Muffler and memento.
Sir.
Palampur, with Mahajan, a muffler. Thank you, sir.
Students, ladies and gentlemen, today is a very auspicious day in the sense that it belongs to us very much, to teachers, to students, and that is why to the entire society. So at the outset I would like to salute my teachers, all my senior teachers who educated me and made me capable of enough to serve the society in the field of agriculture. I congratulate all the teaching faculty sitting in this hall and elsewhere who have chosen agriculture as their professional career and who are particularly engaged in teaching, because teaching, I understand, is a very noble profession. It is the best way to serve the society, entire society, and especially in the field of agriculture. When I say agriculture, it doesn't mean only crop production, but it includes all sectors of agriculture, including animal husbandry, poultry, piggery, horticulture, fisheries, all things, and including your food technology and other things, and also the supporting sciences who are supporting science in agriculture and agriculture related fields. So I congratulate all the teaching community, non-teaching community who are supporting the teaching community, and I particularly congratulate all the students and that you have you have chosen agriculture as your profession, as your career. Because I understand personally, and it has been shown by the data also, that this is an industry, this is a sector which will never go to recession. Maybe 10 years ago, when there was a worldwide recession in all the industrial sector, you are a very good scientist. And if your ideas become evident to everyone, you are a so-so scientist, because everybody understands it. See, once you know the Einstein, he was given an award. He was awarded for Nobel Prize. He was awarded for his theory of relativity. So a function was organized and he was late, coming home. And he was a very modest person. He used to live in a society, and his neighbor was a very old lady, maybe 80-90 years old, And whenever Einstein would go in the morning to the office, they will say that, "Good morning, professor," and he would greet, and she would greet him, and while he would come back, he would again greet that lady. On that day, when he was awarded the Nobel Prize, that lady asked the Einstein, "Hey, professor, you are late today. Why? You always come around 5, 6 o'clock, but today you are coming at 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock. He said, "Oh, you see, my dear lady, I was awarded for one of my, research." "What was that?" He says. Then Einstein thinks that how should he explain it to that lady. He said, "I got award for the theory of relativity." She said, "What is theory of relativity?" He says, "Madam, theory of relativity says that," how should I put it? Oh, yes. So it says that if I am sitting beside a hot air oven for 5 minutes, with this discussion with all of you, probably many of you have learned new ideas. Many of you probably are convinced. Some of you may not be convinced with me. But those who are convinced, I extend my congratulations to them, and I say you are now capable of writing technical, impersonal and boring research papers as I do, within parenthesis. Please don't divulge it to everyone. And I welcome you to the Academy of Boring Writers. So you are all happy? All happy? Good, very good, very good. I'm so, oops. No, I see some people sitting here, they are angry, they are unhappy, they are confused. Oh, what the hell I am saying before you? What is this nonsense I am talking to you? It should be a good paper, why boring paper? But who are these guys who are sitting here? I see them angry, unhappy and confused. Oh, I see now people of sciences who are really serious beings. What do you want to say to the public? What do you want to tell to your friend? What do you want to tell to your parents? That you have found the rope or you have lost the animal. Identify 2 to 3 findings emerging from the experiment. When you do an experiment, please do not identify more than 2 to 3 conclusions. Some people, they have the habit of writing 10 conclusions from one research. It's not possible. And sometimes people confuse with the results and the conclusions. If I give you an example, because I am a person from soil science, many papers, they are written in conclusion, the uptake of nitrogen increased progressively with the growth of the plant. It was maximum at the flowering stage, then it became stagnant or it declined.
Thank you, sir, for your lecture. It was truly informative, and I'm sure the CSK HPAU fraternity has imbibed a lot of valuable knowledge shared by you. Thank you indeed, sir. As desired by the Honorable Vice Chancellor,
Sharma, student
CSK
of College of
HPAU
Physical
Palampur.
Sciences of this university. Today, I stand here to say a few words about my teachers and about my experience in this university. First of all, I would like to start by reciting a few lines. Every day, you greet us with a smile on your face, all my teachers, but who helped me through my lows and who also taught me how to handle my achievements gracefully. So I express my gratitude to all the teachers sitting over here, to each and every person in my life who taught me one or the other thing, who taught me confidence, who taught me something because of which I'm standing here. So once again, happy Teachers' Day to all the teachers, and my heartiest gratitude to you all for your special efforts that you put every day to make us grow.
All our teachers out there who have made us a wise person that we are today. Our teachers are symbol of our strength, and a wonderful source of a support that we'll have for a lifetime. They are the individuals who have made us what we are today after our parents, and have made us wise enough to go out there and do whatever we want to do. So thank you everyone for giving your guidance, your support, and your education that you have showered upon us. So thank you everyone for your support, and happy Teachers Day. Thank you.
Teachers are just like our own parents, जो हमारे good as well as our bad times में साथ रहते हैं, जो हमारी करियर को हेल्प करते हैं बिल्ड करने में, जो हमारी लाइफ को ऐसी शेप देते हैं ताकि हम एक ग्रेटर हाइट्स अचीव कर पाए. मैं ज़्यादा नहीं बोलूँगा. एक
वो कौन है जो हमें हमेशा जगाता है? वो कौन है जिसने हमें यहाँ पहुँचाया है? वो कौन है जिसने सुबह का सूरज हमें दिखाया है? वो है आपका अध्यापक. I think if you remember the day when it was convocation, I just narrated one of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita's Hon'ble, and that suits to the teachers. I used to recite it at many fora. Telling frankly, it has become the pivotal of my life. Saluting a great teacher, a legend, Sarpalli Dr. Radha ji, who has just made it a point not to celebrate his birthday, but Teachers' Day on his birthday. We are celebrating it every year. Again, if I go to that Sanskrit hymn of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, I think Lord Krishna might be the best teachers on this blue planet Earth, who just changed the mind of a person. ये तुम्हारे रिश्तेदार हैं, सगे संबंधी हैं, मगर इन्होंने गलतियां की हैं. इन्होंने समाज का दुरुपयोग किया है. ये सजा के भागीदार हैं. उनके अगेंस्ट शस्त्र उठाना, उसको समझाना, इससे बड़ा कार्य कोई नहीं हो सकता. अर्जुन को मानना पड़ा कि in real sense you are a great teacher who has just changed my mind and brought to the winning position, and a great lesson has been percolated to the societies across the globe. The pivotal of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, कर्मण्यवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्मफल हेतुर्भूर्मति संगोऽस्य विकर्मणि. कर्म करो, फल की इच्छा ना करो. आज के युग में क्या ये संभव है? कदापि नहीं. मैं नहीं मानता कि कर्म करने के बाद व्यक्ति को ये ना सोचे कि मुझे फल ना मिले तब भी चलेगा. I don't think so. कर्म के बाद फल मिलना ही चाहिए, ऐसी आसक्ति हमेशा हमारी रहती है. बिना कर्म किए फल मिले, प्रभु कहते हैं बिना कर्म किए फल मिले, ऐसी आसक्ति तो मनुष्य की कदापि ना हो. कौन है वो इस ब्लू प्लेनेट पर जो इसको संभव कर सकता है? एक अध्यापक. मैंने उस दिन भी एग्जाम्पल दिया था, आज भी दे रहा. एक अध्यापक का विद्यार्थी, मान लो उसको नोबेल पुरस्कार मिलता है, अध्यापक को क्या मिला? भौतिक रूप से he has got nothing, बट जो उसकी फीलिंग है, जो उसकी उड़ान है, जो उसके अंदर एक ताकत का प्रसार होता है, उसका मेजरमेंट करना बहुत मुश्किल है। एक इतनी अद्भुत ताकत की जागृति उस व्यक्ति के अंदर होती है, वो है अध्यापक। आप बहुत लकी हैं, हम सभी बहुत लकी हैं। भगवान की अपरंपार कृपा है, हमें उस राह पर डाला जहां से हम एक अच्छे अध्यापक बन सके। The time to come is not comparable as we have seen few decades ago. It's a very competitive world now. If you're assessing your students, the students, they are also assessing the teachers. You have seen the COVID period. Here everything is going online, even your examinations online. I have just come across some of the question papers. They were not for online. Telling frankly, they were not for online. Don't think the students, they are just enjoying it. But on the other side, it's my feeling that the students, they are assessing the teachers. मैं कुछ आज भी अपने अध्यापकों के ऐसे नाम गिना सकता हूं जिनका प्रभाव मेरे जीवन पर आज भी है। प्राइमरी से लेकर आपकी शेपिंग शुरू होती है। आज जो लोग आगे बैठे हैं, कल पिछली रो के लोग आगे बैठेंगे। ये सिलसिला चलता रहेगा। आज के विद्यार्थी कल के अध्यापक हैं, इसलिए एक अच्छे अध्यापक के गुणों को जानना आपके लिए जरूरी है। In real sense, if you want to become a good teacher, it's very important. To be a teacher is okay, but I have heard that teacher is not a common person, and every common person should not think of becoming a teacher. To be a teacher is very difficult. It's my feeling. When you become a teacher, a big responsibility lies on your shoulders immediately after becoming a teacher. Towards the students in your surroundings, towards your society, your village, your nation. इस राष्ट्र के निर्माता अध्यापक ही हैं। हर राष्ट्र के होते हैं। Some of my friends, they sent many quotes from different quarters since yesterday, and it was a flooding in my mobile. I have just collected a few ones. One was from Federal Chancellor of Federal Republic of Germany, Angela Merkel, the Chancellor of the country. When engineers, doctors, judges, they have just approached the Chancellor that our salary should be more than the teachers. Teachers, they are being paid highly, highest of everyone. She told, how can you have salary more than a person who taught you, who brought you to this platform? This is the feeling of a prime minister of a country. Now you can well understand what's the importance of a teacher when you just think of a good scenario has been just depicted here over by Dr. P.K. Sharma ji. I am highly thankful to him. In the first half, when he was talking about boring paper, you just reverse that. They should be the qualities in a good paper. He was just making in a harmonically, that if you want to write boring paper, then you have to just depict these things. If not, then remove them. Very nicely chosen topic for this ceremony. I must thank him from this platform that he has made it a point to come over here to his alma mater and discuss with you how to go ahead with your publications in a very nicer manner. First thing, in professional institutions like CSK HPAU Palampur, when we are dealing with our experiments, maybe they're in the fields, they're in the labs, it's our prime responsibility. We should be true to our experiments, true to our data. Time and again, we have to confirm the things if you are going for something new, because you are going to establish something for the rest of the societies. I will just cite one of the examples. I have guided about 34 students, and out of them, my number one student who was with me in 1994, nowadays he is heading one of the departments in CSIR. I gave him a research problem and just give some freedom also. Now go and do this work over there in the fields. We have just designed the program in this direction we have to move. And I expect if you can do this and come up with some inferences, let us think of publishing this thing in a very big journal. He just took laxity and gone to the fields and thinking of putting some of the lines which were to be crossed with the main lines and not numbering them. Mujhe yaad hai. I visited frequently the fields, and once upon a time I could just recollect that he has not mentioned the variety number or whatever it is required over there. I asked him, why have you not labeled these two lines? He said, I remember that. And when he has just made the crosses, in the end, somehow he has forgotten, when he has collected pollen from those lines, he has committed a mistake. I have never seen that. But at the end of the day, when we were just to bind up, I asked him how much seed has been prepared. Then he narrated very nicely, gently, I have committed a mistake. What happened? That one of the lines, I could not recollect what is its name. And then pollen has been taken from another. I don't know what was that. Had he gone for that, so all show would have been in vain. That time, because he was my first student, I was also quite young, so गुस्सा होना तो स्वाभाविक था, मगर उसका रेमेडी क्या है? Then I put him there in Lahore and Spiti for 4 months. You have to work here now in off season and make crosses over there for that particular line. He did it, and we published that paper in wonderful international journal. That guy, he learned to speak truth in science, and directly that time he has gone in 10,000 scale, just avoiding this 8,000, 13,000. So 4 years jump, and many papers in international journals he wrote like that. Till today, I am getting news from his side that he is true to science. So when we are going for research, first thing is The experiments we are planning, before going, as Dr. P.K. Sharma has mentioned about the writing of the research paper, which comes after your experiment, then you plan in an innovative manner. Not in a routine way. You see, it's a competitive world, as I told earlier also. Our students, they are applying for many fellowships outside, to DST, DBT, and so many other agencies. That time has gone when for every class you are topper of the class, you will be getting inspired. You are topper of the college, you will be getting a fellowship. No, DST, Ministry of Science and Technology, has stopped it. They have just brought it in competitive mode now. You might have seen only one student could qualify this year. So where lies the gap? This is the gap. We could not plan in a way that it should be innovative, different from others, and having some impact to the farming communities, having some implications which is not otherwise there over in the earlier programs, earlier experiments, earlier projects. हमें एक बार फिर से अवलोकन करना होगा, फिर से एक बार सोचना होगा. जब ऐसी घटनाएं घटती हैं, then our students, they are going to assess the teachers. Where lies the mistake? Who committed the mistake? I have committed the mistake, or my teacher has committed a mistake, or collectively we are faulty for that type of exercise. वो जमाना गया, free lunch time has gone. In this competitive world now, we have to review the things properly before going for any exercise, any program, any project. Many projects, they are being submitted by the university. All projects are not going to be through. I don't expect all, but some of them. But all should not go in vain. If it is so, it means there is some mistake in our thinking, our planning, our programming, our discussion, our collaboration. Single-handedly in one room sitting at Palampur, we cannot think of making a big thing, big story. When we are here in Himachal Pradesh, if we are trying to compete in wheat, rice, and some pulses which are there in plains in other states too, we cannot compete with them. People, they used to think of larger area, the potential. What you are bringing to the market, we cannot. This is a small state, we cannot do that. But Almighty has strengthened us in other areas. Where others, they are total failure, they cannot do that. Can you think of growing rajmash in plain areas? No. Can you think of growing organoleptic taste urd dal there in plain areas? No. Can you grow jimikand there in Punjab? You can, but there is no taste out of that. So this organoleptic taste, geographical indication that has been showered upon the Himalayas, why not to harvest that? Why are you thinking of rice? Why not red rice? Why are you thinking of rice? Why not scented rice? Where others there cannot do that. We have to plan our programs in a way that we should be leaders for that programs. Now, I may just cite one example of fodders, forages. A number of universities, institutions at national level, they are working on forages. But I claim that we are number one in some of the areas. What is that? Temperate grasses. We are the leader in temperate grasses. Nobody can produce lucerne seeds. They are over in plains. We can supply lucerne seed to the entire country. there are certain commodities which are only present over there in the mountains. Look in your surroundings, how we can make a different story. If you just catch the new areas where others they are not doing, and you can have an edge, then and only then your good papers will be published, your good work will come out, you will be rewarded for that, and your students will get fellowships. This is a clear-cut example. If you just go in a biscuit factory, as Dr. Sharma has mentioned here over that, आप एक ढर्रा बन चुका है, उसी की आप कॉपी करते जाओ, उसने राइस में किया, मैं मेज में करता हूँ, मैं दालों में करता हूँ, स्टोरी एक ही है, मॉडल एक ही है, you will get nothing out of that. That time has gone. People, they have gone for now gene sequencing. They have now going for microarray, molecular cytogenetics. They are looking the genes on the chromosomes. And where we are, हमें एक बार अपना अवलोकन करना जरूरी है. हर वर्ष हम 5 सितंबर को अध्यापक दिवस मनाते हैं, मगर संकल्प क्या लेते हैं, ये महत्वपूर्ण है. हमने क्या संकल्प लिया कि हम अब इस वर्ष, अगले वर्ष तक जब 5 सितंबर आएगा तो हम अपने में क्या बदलाव लाएंगे. विज्ञान में रोज बदलाव लाना जरूरी है. विज्ञान से आपको अपडेट होना रोज जरूरी है. पूरा विश्व काम में लगा हुआ है. If you are not updated with the review literature across the globe, you are nowhere. Knowledge is power. For a teacher, some of the students, if they are coming with genetics problem, you see, and teacher is not able to answer that, he should try for that. He should look after the gaps he has, not going to solve that question. It's not important that he will be solving every question, but he should be ready for that. लेकिन ये कारगर सिर्फ अध्यापकों के लिए नहीं है, ये विद्यार्थियों के लिए भी है, क्योंकि जो आज के विद्यार्थी हैं वो कल के अध्यापक होंगे. ये गुणवत्ता उनके अंदर भी होनी चाहिए. उन्हें इसको अपनाना होगा. आज से इसको शुरू करना होगा. और अगले वर्ष तक हम अपने में क्या बदलाव लाएंगे, आज जाकर हम क्या प्रक्रिया ऐसी करेंगे जिससे हम अलग, हमारी पहचान हो. विश्वविद्यालय की पहचान किससे है? जो फसलें हम लगाते हैं वही डॉक्टर पी के शर्मा की यूनिवर्सिटी में थी, वही कश्मीर में है, 1-2 को छोड़कर. नई बात क्या है? हाउ दिस CSK HPAU Palampur is different from other universities. We have to assess that. We have to go for our SWOT analysis in a proper manner, that we can depict ourselves, exhibit ourselves outside at national and international platform, that we are different in Himalayas. We are different. Who will do that? My colleagues, my teachers, and my dear students. Collectively, we will do that. I just desire to review each and everyone's program. Already this exercise has been exercised over there in veterinary college for 8 days. Now we will start from College of Basic Sciences, then Community Science, then Agriculture. Individually, be ready for that. हमें अपना अवलोकन करना ही होगा, तभी दिशाएं निर्धारित होंगी, तभी हम कह सकेंगे कि हिमाचल प्रदेश एक अलग ऐसा राज्य है जिसके अंदर एक अद्भुत, दूसरों से भिन्न ताकत है, जिसके लिए हम पूरे राष्ट्र में ही नहीं, पूरे भारतवर्ष में पहचाने जाते हैं. ये ताकत तभी पैदा होगी. मैं आज के इस दिवस को एक चैलेंज की तरह लेता हूं. हर वर्ष अगर हम इसको एक किसी छुटपुट घटनाएं अपने अपने डिपार्टमेंट में करके प्रोग्राम करके इसको मनाते हैं, उससे कुछ लाभ नहीं होगा, हमें कुछ प्राप्ति होने वाली नहीं। एंटरटेनमेंट हम किसी और तरीके से कर सकते हैं, लेकिन इस दिन ये संकल्प का दिवस है। जो मैंने कहा, अगर ये संकल्प हम लेते हैं तो आओ इस विश्वविद्यालय को, और डॉक्टर पी.के. शर्मा जी भले ही शेर कश्मीर यूनिवर्सिटी में वाइस चांसलर बनकर आए हैं, लेकिन हमारे इस विश्वविद्यालय के हैं। इनके अल्मा मेटर को और जो लोग यहाँ से रिटायर होकर गए हैं वो भी देखें कि विश्वविद्यालय किस राह पर है, किस तरह से उन्होंने उस टॉर्च को उन अध्यापकों ने और विद्यार्थियों ने संभाला है कि अंतर्राष्ट्रीय स्तर पर उनकी गूंज पहुंची है। ये मैं चाहता हूं। इसी आशय के साथ मैं आप सबको बधाई देता हूं और समझता हूं कि आप इस दिशा में आगे बढ़ेंगे और चार चांद लगाएंगे। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
The entire function was conceptualized. The Honorable Vice Chancellor's dedication towards university and student welfare in particular is unequivocal. A significant increase in student welfare activities has been witnessed ever since he joined the office as Vice Chancellor. Thank you indeed, sir. Words are not enough to appreciate Professor Pradeep Kumar Sharma ji's kind gesture in accepting our invitation as chief guest at such a short notice. Sir, your benign presence has glorified today's Teachers' Day celebrations at CSK HPAU. In spite of his busy schedule, Professor Sharma ji took time to enlighten and motivate us through his wonderful talk. His vast experience and thoughtful insights have been a source of consistent encouragement to all of us in the university. We thank you for being here today, sir. I would acknowledge and thank all the statutory officers of the university for supporting the in organization of today's